Always. Always. Call me back later if you want to. I'm here for you.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Bye, baby.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. So we're going to figure our lives out today, but let me bring in the Zoom. Bring it in the Zoom. Mm-mm. Bring it in the Zoom. No. Mm-mm. Child, it's Saturday. I don't know what to tell you. It's Saturday. Well, good morning, good evening, what to do? How are you, hoodie who? Happy Saturday too. I am the sound of money in your dollar amount. That's D-O-double-L. I'm often imitated, never duplicated. The company, the $1 billion babe, aka the pitch queen, aka the people's coach, aka Coach Dollar Bill. You are in the dollhouse. This is the home of the OGs. Y'all, I can't. I'm in tears. Like I had to dry my eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm so late. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all, it's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine. Now listen, let me tell you something. I didn't know this until today. Somebody was like, I quote that all the time. I don't know if you know that song. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. He said, but I feel fine. Okay. Question. Somebody told me that Trump is mentioned in those lyrics of this song. And I said, let me go look. So he said, why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Why don't they know it's the end of the world? Because you don't love me anymore. Keep going on. He said, why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. That's what he said. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand. No, I can't understand. Life goes on as it does. Oh, third verse. Why does my heart go on beating? Why are these eyes in my car? Is this the right song? No, that's not the right song. I gotta find it. Hold on. But I feel fine. It's the end of the world. Okay, REM. If y'all hang out with white people, you know who I'm talking about. He said, that's great. Starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, airplanes. Lenny Bruce, if y'all know who that is, Hebrew. Okay. Hurricane, World Service on. Somebody told me Trump was in this. Let me look. Somebody overflow population. Okay, I don't know. Child, I don't know. Somebody candle. Okay, cool. He mentioned a lot of famous people. I don't know. So I don't know. Somebody said something about Trump. I don't know. But here's my point. It's the end of the world as we know it. But we're fine. We're going to be fine. I didn't say it was the end of the world. Our baby told me to say, stop saying that. It's the end of their system. The one, you know the one, 1492, when they came, 7 European nations came and had nothing else to do but invade. We're out here living our best life in North, Central, and South America, and they came and invaded our land. This is why the whole Western United States is Spanish influence, all the way up and down the coast, all the way down to Mexico. What you mean? We were Aztecs and Mayans, and how Spanish get involved? The Louisiana Purchase, we had to buy all of that land from down Louisiana all the way up to Canada. That's why they speak French right now. What you mean? How the French get involved? Because they invaded. Anyway, I'll do what you want to do. 1492, that happened. Mm-hmm. And then 1884, many of you guys who are original OGs from the Dollhouse, that's all we used to talk about. Me and Eric, shout out to Eric. The reason why this group even exists is because I started teaching because Eric asked me to. I came out of my office in a place that should not be named and came down the thing to the Chase Lounge and started teaching this class. And the way we opened the class was, do y'all know what happened in 1884? And literally nobody knows that history. Google it. Do it right now. The Scramble for Africa, 1884. So every time they invade, there's a genocide. So they came here and they taught us in elementary school to make it okay. They taught us, raise your hand, your proverbial hand, put it in the chat or whatever, if you learned this in elementary school. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's what they taught us. But what really happened, if you Google some things, look at the drawings of the people that they met when they came to these lands. They're darker than me, baby. That's who was here. We were already here. These are the people that they had to negotiate, and they talking about this is what we're gonna do, and da 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 da. And we giving them a little language and little gifts and little offerings. You know, the little Thanksgiving story, all that stuff. Baby, Pocahontas, I don't know. All I'm trying to tell you is they're playing in your face. Okay, so that was the first. Makai said lies. That's what happened. Okay, so they came over here, invasion. Rah. Okay, cool. Like, how are we even here to be fighting in the Revolutionary War? You know, we want to talk about Crispus Attucks and all of that, you know. Come on, you better fan your fan, Latanja! You better fan your fan! How are we even here to, like, be involved in you know, all of these things? It's fine. It's whatever. I can't do it. I can't do that. Thank you, Desta, our brothers. Wait, how do you say that? Wampanoag. That's how I think I said it right. They beg to differ. We were already here. Figure it out if you want to. You know why they built Mount Rushmore? I know the only Black person that you have any connection to that's ever been to North Dakota or South Dakota. I know him. It's my fiance. And I want you to know that's the most sacred land of all the lands and all the whole thing. That was one of the most sacred lands up there. So that's why they had time to build Mount Rushmore, to put their white faces on our most sacred land. Anyway, I can't get into that. That was World War I. 1492 all the way through. Then they try to normalize some BS. So then they want to start bringing people from the other. Listen, Pangea, y'all know, listen, look at your map. Okay, it's going to take me like 7 minutes to get past this. I'm sorry, not sorry. Look at South America. And then look at Africa. If you put it together like a puzzle, they go together. They go together. Okay, so this episode is brought to you by Moonjug Water. This is the freshest water you can drink. It's Pangea water. It's 500 million years old. You figure it out in your own time. I'm just telling you that this water has been untouched by man, not contaminated. You can't go to a free spring and get this. No, you cannot. Okay. And then we pull out the ground, put it in glass, not plastic. Okay, they're finding plastic in the brains of babies. Not plastic. Put it in glass. You hear the sound. And we bring it straight to your store, straight to your door. So if you shop at, you know, health food stores, you know, Seven Nanda without or whatever, you can find it. We're now expanding again, back again, tag team back again to Chicago, to Texas, Houston and Dallas, to Miami, to California, and to the Northeast. We're going to figure it out. Who's going to be our hub? Who wants to be the hub of Moonjug? But anyway, somewhere in between that time, in the meantime, in between time, World War I. I can't say that word. I also can't say sword. I said it really well, but mostly I can't say World War. Like, it's hard for me. But World War I, 1492. 7 European nations invaded North Central. Oh, come on, Desta. Babe. Desta says, when and where will the Moonjug be in Cali? Coming soon. So we got Ray's out in LA. And I know you in the Bay Area, but give us till May. We'll be all the way. He talking about let's go. But he said let's go. We'll be all the way in Cali in May. Y'all know I'm from Cali. I'm almost born in Cali. My brother's born in Orange County. Look, I be shouting out Cali in a way that I shouldn't, because I'm from Atlanta. But anyway. Turn up. You better get you some water. What's in this water? What's in your water? We don't know what's in the water, but we know what's in our water. Tested hourly. We can't trust these public springs. But anyway, that was World War I. It's so hard for me to say. It's very hard for me to say. World War II is where this group started. This is where the Dollhouse started. Shout out to Eric and my people over there in Grove Park and all of them. There's a lot of work going on. People are teaching Saturday schools right now based on my energy. I'm the original Saturday school, so y'all welcome. I'm gonna teach you how to build an offer today, so don't go nowhere. But I'm the first one to be like, oh, I was raised in church, whatever. And so, they say Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school. They say Sunday school is marching on. They say SUNDAYSCHOOL. Sunday school is marching on. Like, it's a thing, right? You had Sunday school. You had to get there early. Like, you are extra. Like, we already had to be at church at 11:05. If you get there after 11:05, you missed the whole praise service and you worship, and you missed the offering, and you missed the prayer thing, and you missed the altar call, and you missed the sermon. You late. But then the people who are really locked in, put it in the chat if you were raised in church, because it's not for everybody, but I was actually literally raised in church. I'm a PK. And listen, if you got to church after 11:05, you're the problem. So I came up with this idea and I called it Saturday school. Because I'm like, I need to know what we're doing and what's going on, but I can't commit to Saturdays. Now I've committed myself to every day at 2:00, which is crazy work. My friend was clowning me about that. But I didn't forget where I'm going with y'all. So just stay with me. Saturday school. And it immediately hit when I started saying that, everybody was like, ooh, because they know about Sunday school. So I started teaching Saturday school. Well, fast forward to now, I have not one, but two organizations who had time. They had time to steal what I call Saturday school. And literally didn't even change the name. They just called it Saturday school. And I'm like, but hold on. This is where I'm coming from. They didn't care. It's fine, because you can't take the energy. You could take the name, but you can't take the sauce. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I introduce myself and I say, I'm often imitated, never duplicated. This is not the first time somebody has tried to steal my intellectual capital. Okay? It's whatever. But here on Saturday school, I'm going to get y'all all the way together with your offers. So we talked about what a real offer looks like your core offer, let's say it that way, what you're going to sell people. But I also want you to figure out your free offer. Your free offer, so that you can talk to people, meet people where they are, let's say it that way. Give them what they're looking for, so you can make your money and go head on, be all right. That's what we got to do. So before we get into that, I'm going to open the floor. If you got questions, comments, concerns, challenges, feedback, perspective, and personal story time, feel free to come off of mute. Let's do that first before we get into it today.
Hey, doll. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday.
What's up? Happy Saturday.
Just wanted to share, this morning I went to a volunteer training at the church that where I formed a relationship with the pastor and the children's ministry teacher. And it was a great experience. I was in a room full of Black women, and we started talking, and we're stuffing the eggs together to help for Easter egg hunt tomorrow. And it's been a while since I've been in a church setting too.
Mhm.
So it was, I didn't have to force myself, but I had told her that I would love to volunteer at my camp too. And I'm trying to keep this relationship open as well. And they're great people. So I told her I would volunteer, one day next week. And they had a training this morning. I'm glad I went because she
That's
told
cool.
us such an inspirational story about basically how things are flowing for her because she's starting her new school in August.
Yeah.
And she just told us how everything is unfolding. Like her school's going to be in Alpharetta now, and it's a beautiful school. And we're gearing up. She's actually one of my clients now.
Mhm.
Gearing up to create the website for her, and everything is just working beautifully.
That's cool.
And it just reminded me because some other unexpected things happened yesterday and the day before where I was kind of shocked.
Wait, tell us what happened. What happened?
Well, I don't want to share too much, but
No,
it's
yeah.
personal stuff. But something was cut off from me.
Yeah.
And it was very shocking, but also I asked for that. And it's been on my mind, and I've been thinking about how to move forward with this situation the best for me, for what Micaiah needs. And it was done for me. And
Wow.
it just reconfirmed
Oh, wow.
the lessons that you're teaching us, and about community. And I also ended up sitting at the table with this lady, and she does consulting
Yeah.
other businesses, and we started talking in the parking lot after, and she was like, oh, well, let's get our information. We exchanged LinkedIn's.
Yeah.
We ended up at the same Starbucks working together.
Come on,
Across the street.
Starbucks. Wait.
And then she, that's where I'm at. Right now. And she was like, oh, well, give me your information, after I gave her the pitch.
Mhm.
And she was like, well, I could start, referring you to my clients.
I like
and,
that.
So we're volunteering both on the same day
Mhm.
next week. So we agreed to chat. And I know she's probably going to be looking at my socials and all that. And I'm going to be
Yes.
looking at hers. But yes, just connections.
I like
and
that.
everything is moving in the right direction. So
That's
I'm
really
appreciative
cool.
today.
Come
Yes.
on, let's
Just wanna share
go.
that.
Turn up Saturday. Let's go.
And I'm at Starbucks doing work, some stuff
Wait,
piles
wait,
up,
wait.
and I'm like, you know what?
What
let
part
me
of
go over
town?
here.
Don't tell me where you
Yeah,
are, but what part of town
no.
are you in?
I'm in right now.
Yeah.
I'm off of Briarcliff, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I used to live over here.
Turn
It's
up
funny because
Starbucks.
I used to live right across the street from this church. So
Wow.
it's full circle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I
crazy.
love it.
The Starbucks didn't even exist back then. I was like, wait a second, got a whole complex
Look,
over here?
I
That's
know, right? I know. What
It's
is that?
beautiful.
What is Starbucks? What does it mean, really?
great. Mm-hmm.
I remember when I went to college, because I'm 12 days younger than Kanye West. I'm the age that I am. But when I went to Harvard, when I went to as a freshman, that's the first time I encountered Starbucks. Because at that time it wasn't a thing like everywhere. And I'm walking around, I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this coffee shop? What is this place? What is this land where we could just like pull out our laptops and just sit down? Like,
Right.
what is going on here? You know what I'm saying?
I think Starbucks was my first introduction to like coffee because it was in my freshman year. I was
Do
like,
we
what?
drink coffee? Do we really drink
Yeah.
coffee in our house where we came from? Not really. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No.
Never.
Right. And so it's like, wait, what is a latte? Like, what does it mean for me? What is a cappuccino?
Mhm.
And how do I relate to that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you had to find yourself again.
Mhm.
And so for Pete's and for Aubon Pond, if you know, like all these little places that existed in New England when I went to Cambridge, when I went to Harvard, and everything that came after that, it's just like, okay, you're trying to tell me that this is the new normal. You're trying to tell me like I'm supposed to know what goes in my espresso shot. Like I had my little rich friends telling me, they were Black, but they were telling me, oh girl, when you eat an espresso bean, if you got to pull an all-nighter, that's what they said. If you got to pull an all-nighter, you got to eat this and do this, and this go keep you up all night. And I was like, wait, what? That's how I found out I had the short sleep gene, because nothing, coffee, whatever caffeine, fast forward to now, energy drink, I don't care what it is, it doesn't make me stay awake. When my body goes to sleep, done. I'm literally I'm a machine. And when I fall asleep, I'm done. It's over with. But literally within 3 to 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours, I'm popped back up like, oh, nothing happened. And I go on like I wasn't asleep at all.
That's so funny.
And so
Wow,
they say
3 to
if
4
you have a
hours.
high tolerance to pain, if you several other things, they said you might have this short sleep gene. Anyway, the point is, coffee doesn't work on me. But everybody was so obsessed about these coffee shops, and that's how I got into the Starbucks world. So shout out to the new Starbucks off of Briarcliff
Right.
or whatever.
And I have been trying to spend my money at local coffee shops
Mhm.
more to support.
Let's go, Black people.
But
So
this was just over here, so I was
know,
like,
right?
You know what? Let me treat myself. It's
Turn
fine.
up.
It's a spot. They
find
have
your
a farmer's
favorite
market.
thing. Find
Yes.
it in the Starbucks.
Like,
Look,
you know what? I'm gonna have a treat and do my work.
I love it.
and-
I love that. I was
Yes.
sitting in a Starbucks when my friends from Google, y'all know I've had many friendly interactions with Google. The company that does what I do for water, but they do it for air, was purchased by Google in 2023. We got the same award at the same time at NASA Research Park in Silicon Valley. They're based in Israel, whatever, call it what you will, but they were purchased by Google for $250 million in 2023, October 2023. They have dozens of competitors. So I don't know. I mean, I talked to the founder many times. I don't know. I just want you to ask yourself in your own time. If they do what they do for air quality. Apple, if you have an iPhone, you go to the Air app. I mean, you can't see it, but you click on the weather app. The data comes from the weather company, who were the second company after Coca-Cola to reach out to us for working. Okay, you scroll on down, and then you see the air quality index. That company that provides that, we got the same award at the same time from NASA. They have dozens of competitors. Ask me how many competitors I have. The answer is 0. Nobody. That's what we do for water quality, what they do for air quality. And so that's cool. It's fine. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I decided not to sell out my company, not to give away all of my, energy and access and da, 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 da. I decided that, started from the bottom. Now we're here. I said, how about we just keep it going? How about we just ride this thing out, till the wheels fall off? You know what I'm saying? What if I don't take some kind of crazy deal or offer that somebody's making to me that they don't deserve or qualify for, but they think I'm dumb, so they're gonna offer me this thing? What if I know my value and my worth, and I stand on what I'm worth? Just in the stand. Y'all know I talk like honestly, my grandmother talks like this, rest in peace. But when I say, and it's like your vowels get bigger. Like I sound like Diane Carroll or like a James, James Earl Jones or somebody. What'd you say?
Eartha Kitt.
Somebody. Wait, who said that? Wait.
That's the.
Listen. Look,
from
it
Mississippi.
it goes there.
But sound like they from London.
You see what I'm saying? It's like you so Southern, you so country, but also you're British. Like how, Sway? Like we went so far left that we're on the right. Like I want you to know that this energy is brought to you by the ancestors. I don't have time to do this. I have so much stuff to figure out in my own life. I don't have time. Y'all, we're still going to get to the lesson today. It's still going to be 90 minutes. I promise you. I don't have time. He said, Earth the Kid. Listen what I'm telling you. We don't have time. We have, stranger danger. We got obstacles. We got people coming in. We living our best life. We building you told me Juneteenth. Yeah, we're gonna have a party Juneteenth or right around there, the weekend at the Madam C.J. Walker Museum. It's my birthday, but also we're just gonna celebrate us. If I have the extra money, I'm flying somebody in from California. You know who you are. I'm just saying. We're doing that. But, they had time to have a whole war. They built a whole economy on our backs. And then, because I told you, World War II. So please understand, 1865, oh, the slaves are free or whatever, question mark. And then we walk around, we trying to figure it out. Understand the Reconstruction period and what happened. Understand how many people we had in Congress and whatever, senators and all of that. That happened. But they were like, oh, this is too much. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They were like, no. So the next thing you know, we got what? Jim Crow, black codes. Next thing you know, 1920, 21, right around my birthday, honestly. Black Wall Street, what we talk about, Tulsa. If you've never seen The Watchmen on HBO, just watch the first episode, the first minutes of the first episode, and you'll be floored. You'll be done. This is the first time I've ever seen it dramatized, what they did to us. The same thing they're doing right now in Gaza. In Lebanon now, in southern Lebanon. It's a literal, actual, real-time genocide. Somebody needs to be in charge to tell me what I was going to say. But I'm sitting in the seat of the ancestors, and I'm trying to tell you what's going on right now. So we got two jobs. If somebody's trying to be on camera get in the Zoom, you have to tell me. And somebody else has to be in charge to remind me of what I was about to say. But listen to me. If you've never seen The Watchmen on HBO, I think it's still there. Go watch it. If you don't have HBO, do the trial or give them $7 or whatever. Watch the first episode of The Watchmen and then cancel your subscription after that. I need you to understand the last survivor of that just died in 2025. She was 100 and something years old. I don't know. This is 1921 or whatever. I want you to understand. They said slavery don't exist no more. You guys are free. Go ahead on, live your best life, because they couldn't keep up the bull bleep anymore. Cool. So y'all invaded our land. You put us on the trail of tears. This water where we get our water, this moon jug water, you better get you some real water, comes from the trail of tears, where they told us, walk, figure it out, get out and figure it out. So we literally walking down the street with our babies and our stuff. And, it's you and me, you, both of us together. Like, we had to figure it out and just walk and find you somewhere to go. I don't know what you're finna do, but you're not going to do it here. This is what the white people said to us in the 18 whatever. Listen, I was born on Camilton Road, 5665 Camilton Road. You're not gonna tell me nothing, because that street goes straight all the way through to the center of Atlanta and Camilton and Cascade. You can Google it. It's a whole native trail. Indigenous. We're indigenous. And that trail keeps going straight through to the center of the energy, which was Stone Mountain. Y'all can figure it out in your own time. What I'm trying to let you know is they came to us and they said, you got to get out. And so we picked up our babies and we picked up our belongings and we said, well, I don't know. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. We're looking at each other. And we said, okay, well, oh, okay, question mark. And we started walking. It was a trail of tears. That's why they call it the Trail of Tears. But see, here's the problem. There was a paper genocide. Just Google it, put it in your browser, look up paper genocide. I don't know what year that was. But somebody tried to tell us that these people, I don't know who these people are. They imported these people because they're like, oh, they're not white, so we're just going to throw them in there. And they became the Indians. I know I'm streaming, so I'm already out of bounds. It's fine. Listen. Who are these people? They're not from here. If you go back and Google the original sources, everybody they encountered here is darker than me. I'm talking about North, Central, South America. Cool. Okay, fine. So they told us to get out. Amen. Or whatever. Question mark. Civil War. Whatever. Okay, you're free. Juneteenth. Yay. Okay. Fine. So guess what we did? We figured it out. We started building communities. We started doing what we do. So by this is 1865 now. So 40, 50 years now. We do what we need to do. Some people have gone to Congress with all this Reconstruction. Okay, cool. Then we're thriving too much. It's too much. Because Kendrick said it's not enough. No, they said, oh, it's too much. So, okay, cool. So next thing you know, they got time to blow up and flood. Because we talk about Tulsa all the time. 200 Black communities across the nation, from California all the way. They either bombed them, flooded them, or raided them. Shut it down. And anything they couldn't get rid of in the first wave, they came back in the 1950s. Google, when was Dwight Eisenhower president? They made sure that all the highways literally came through Black neighborhoods. So we were never given the potential, GI Bill, end of the World War II. We were not allowed to participate in any of that. So they didn't want us to win because if we win, we would have enough time to think. They got a lot of time, y'all. I'm on a board with Lily Buffett, as in Warren Buffett. They got time to sit around and figure out what they're gonna do and who they're talking to, what we gonna do today, what we going, what we gonna eat, and where we going skiing next year. They got time. We never had that time. What I wanted you to know is that when we figure out nobody's coming to save us, the government, civil rights was a bubble, the bubble has burst, all of the above. Okay, cool. What are we doing? When we figure that out, then the burden comes back on us. Wait a minute. Tracy, go for it. What you got to say?
Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey.
This is Tracy V with Yatach Yoga, where yoga is the dance of the soul. And I service women of color over 30 that cannot stand mindfulness practices like yoga. And I say, forget about yoga. Come and follow me, and I will save you some money, thousands upon thousands of dollars, as I teach you how to get high off of your own breath. I'll take you from weed to wind, from cigarettes to sensations, from black and mild to breath and movement. This is truly a movement, and you don't even have to be Black. You just have to be tired of living whack. So, if you want more info, come see me or visit the website at yitthoughts.com.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you because you got time to be a poet and an artist and all of that. Yeah, I was so late today because I'm talking to my dearest, my family member, and okay, fine, poet, fine. So, what do you want us to do with this information? Go ahead. What's your comment or question?
I don't have. I'm just happy that you're on. I'm not going to be.
I'm dead.
What?
No, go ahead. You good.
Okay. That you're on. I'm not going to be able to stay because I have a meditation.
No, we all have a meditation. Apparently, today was a meditation. I'm sorry. Tomorrow, we're going to get into how to do your offers, specifically your free offers. But I'm not going to keep y'all on this phone past 3 o'clock. I'm not going to do it. So let me address what Desta said. He said, question about bank failures and tip-off calls. Re-listen to episode 91 again. And you mentioned folks getting a call from their insiders telling them, withdraw your money now. That actually happened when Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. You can Google that. People were like telling me that this happened. Okay. He said, does this collective of OGs have by proxy a means to get such notification just in the nick of time? And if so, is it going to be a WhatsApp, a personal cell phone, Morse code? Okay. Houseway. Houseway, how? Apparently I'm that for you now. Apparently I'm that. Because I'm not kidding. Let's back up. The reason why I was so late, because I'm talking to a family member of mine. Just a dear, a soul, a unicorn. Like if a unicorn was real in human form, it would be this person I was talking to. I was so late. I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. He told me in 2019, December going into 2020, he said, I just feel like it's the end of the world. I don't know what I don't know, but all I know is something's off. And also, he was at Harvard at the time. And he was like, yeah, something about a professor, something about China, you know what I'm saying? Like, Wuhan. Like, he's literally telling me before it became a thing. He's telling me. And I was just like, what? I don't know what happened. I don't know what that means, but I believe you. And so we just like hunkered down. Like we just like made a move before the world knew it was a thing. I didn't have a group to be responsible for at the time. So we made our moves. And then I got an email from Harvard because my child was there. And they said, you have 5 days to get the child off campus. Figure it out. God bless you. Thank you and good night. And this is before the world knew. This is about a month before anybody had ever heard about what's going on, the pandemic, question mark. But I'm talking about their friends. They're literally homies with Malia Obama. She was born actually the same day to the day is my baby, but whatever. And senators' kids, you know what I'm saying? Like heirs to the Mercedes-Benz fortune and heirs to the Lipton, heirs to the whatever. All of the kids of all of the this and that go to Harvard. And they sent out an email and they were like, y'all need to get these babies off of campus. You got 5 days. Figure it out. Ready, break. And we were like, ah! And so I sent the people up there, got my child, did all that. What I'm telling you is the same phone calls are happening right now. The same phone calls. They're like, yeah, the US dollar is going to crash. I don't know what you're going to do. XRP is going to be up. It's going to be up because we switched to the digital currency. And this is what they're telling me. I don't know. I'm bringing it to you. I'm trying to tell you. So he said, what do we do? What do we do? He said, how do we get a notification? I am your notification. I've committed myself because I'm here every day at 2 o'clock till December 31st. 2026. I'm committing myself to that on record. After that, I don't know, child. I don't know. Every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, even if I'm not on Eastern Standard Time, I'm gonna find a device and show up for you. I showed up for you when the power was out. I showed up for you when they tried to throw my computer out the window. I showed up for you. I'm not gonna stop showing up for you. But nobody's gonna tell you, because there's two reasons why. Number one, if they're telling the people that they're connected to. You know what I'm saying? So like family members and like people in the circle, they get the notification. But if you're not in that circle, you're not going to get a notification. Number two, people are actually making money off of us not knowing what's going on. You know that, right? Like, if you didn't know, like, it was a problem. Like, I had not one, but two friends of mine. One is how I met Oprah. The other one, he owed me some money right now on my phone. They sent me the same recording of a recording they got from somebody in the U.S. government. The literal same. It's probably in my phone. If I search for it, I could find it. And it was a black woman. Come on, black women. It was a black woman who worked for some government agency. I'm talking about 2019, early, before 2020 happened. And she said, she's on the phone. She's like, yeah, guys, so I need you to figure it out, get it together, because what the plan is for them to close down. You can't even leave your house to go to the store. Like, like it's going to be a total lockdown, blah, blah, blah. Of course, they didn't do a total lockdown in America, because we would have went up. Like, America's not finna sit here and let you just like shut down the nation. Like, what are you talking about? Like, everybody in America, it would have been up. We've been outside in the street. It would have been a problem. But there was a recording going around of this black woman who's in the meeting of, I don't know, the Pentagon or somewhere. And she's like, yeah, y'all, no. So this is what they planning and da, 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 da. So I get the call from my Oprah Connect. And I get the call from the other person whose name should not be named. And they're like, yeah, dog, you might want to make some moves. So I called my family and I'm like, hey, I don't know. Somebody said it was the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine. It's fine, but we might want to have a plan. And then we were like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Da, da, da. So I'm talking about December 2019. Mind you, they did a whole simulation of the pandemic in October of 2019. But we're not supposed to talk about that. Google Event 201. Just Google it. But that wasn't, publicized. It's fine. So December, we're like, oh, I don't know. We might need to figure it out. I don't know. So I started making moves. We moving the children around, family members. Do you have your passport? What we doing? Da. Come to find out, she was right. Now, the only difference between what happened here in America versus what happened in Italy and other places in the world is if they had tried to shut it down to where we literally couldn't leave our house and go to the store, because that's what the recording said. She was like, you're not going to be able to go outside at all. We're going to shut it down for 6-9 months. So we prepared for that. But somebody figured out that Americans were not going for that. And so here we are. And then I need you to remember, because this is my first new post on my Substack. I have a screenshot. I got to find it literally. Verbatim. Somebody went through all of the new, and we finna go, y'all. We finna go. What Trump used to do, remember he had a daily press release or press conference or whatever? Remember that in the pandemic? And he would get on stage every day. Somebody went and posted everything that he said during the pandemic. He was like, it's going to be over in a couple of weeks. Oh, we've eradicated the threat. Oh, it's fine. Everything is cool. Like, for an entire year. This man will say anything out of his mouth. So whatever he says to you now about the war. Oh, we're going to be out of there in 2 weeks. I promise you, it's not going to happen. He's a liar. I don't know if he means to be a liar. I don't know him personally. My mentor, the same one that got me into water, the same one, the first Black man to ever have his own bottled water plant, the first Black man to have his own bottled water plant in the United States. My mentor used to have a contract with Donald Trump because he's from New Jersey. And what he told me years ago, long before he was the president or whatever, and he was like, yeah, no, he doesn't treat Black and brown people well. He doesn't do well. He doesn't keep his word. This is what this man told me. He'll be 87 in August. I also check my phone. I don't know his exact birthday. He'll be, I think, 87 years old. Listen what I'm telling you. He told me he doesn't respect Black people. This is years ago. This is way before. He said, yeah, no, he never kept his word. He never kept the contract with them people, you know, the contractors and the people, whoever. That's what he told me. That's what he said. The same man went on to invent a water filter based on how the human kidney filters, you know, whatever goes in your body, your kidney filters it. He invented a water filter based on that. He got an award from the Congressional Black Caucus for innovation for said innovation. And then he came and found me. I don't know how we met. I do. Shout out to Coach. I was on a panel. Coach invited me to go to the panel, and we sit on the panel, and then we talking. We talk to the people, and we talk to each other. I'm looking at you, you looking at me. We both looking at each other, and and he's like, "Oh my God," and I'm like, "Oh my God." So he's like, "Come and run my company." So I'm like, "You don't have a company, but fine, I'll come." And so we go through all these meetings, and we're meeting with the biggest companies in the world, and unrelated to water. You wouldn't think it was related to water. It's AT&T, it's Verizon, it's like utility companies. But he's like, "Oh, we have this technology and da, 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 da." And you get to the meeting and they're like, yeah, no, but we don't actually know. I mean, we don't know what's going on with the water, but assuming that we did, we would filter it, but we don't actually know. So I'm learning all this stuff about you don't know what's in your water. You can't filter the water if you don't know what's in it. Like what is your filter filtering for? Right? And then the most important thing I heard, which is why I started Aquagenuity, they said, well, if y'all could capture the data, that's what they said. If you could capture the data about what's in the water in different places and things like that, we would pay more for the data. This is what they tell. I'm in a meeting with AT&T, which used to be Bell South, which Edison. I don't know, child. I don't know. They said whoever owns that data will run everything. So that's why I started my company. So I figured out how to get the data. You fast forward to now. We don't know what's in the water. We don't know what's in the air. We don't see no real clouds. It's just little planes flying and little lines in the sky. I don't know what's going on. I can't trust nothing. I can't trust what I see on my TV. I can't trust what's on my interwebs. Y'all, I can't trust my president. Listen. They've never been, completely authentic. Don't get me wrong. But like, this is a new level of like, we don't even care. I'm gonna let y'all go. We're gonna go ahead on. We're finna go. They don't care what you think, what you say, they're over it. They're now at the point where they're just like, when to keep the machine moving. Da, 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 da. So World War I, they come and conquer this land. We have more resources here, more fresh water here, and now more pyramids here, more energy here, more indigenous people here in this land, North, Central, South America, and the Caribbean, than anywhere on planet Earth. It's just what it is. So they came here for that. Vampires. Did you watch Sinners? Then after that, they're like, oh, Africa.
Absolutely.
Come on, Africa. They said Africa. They were like, oh, this is what we finna do. And then it was like, aha, aha, aha. And they literally had a meeting. They always have meetings. Y'all, I had a condo on Main Street in East Point. My parents went to FAMU. That's where they met. They got married 1968. I'm born and bred. You know, I wouldn't be here with were it not for HBCUs. Okay, cool. One of their best friends. I could make a movie or a documentary or a series about their life in the 1960s as young Black people out here winning in these streets. Okay, cool. Cool. It's whatever. I mean, I don't know. Martin Luther King was winning at the same time. Whatever. I don't know what they got going on. My parents got married in August 1968. But anyway. Their daughter, the daughter of one of their best friends, my Uncle George, I call him Uncle, he's not my uncle. His daughter is now the mayor of East Point. Right now. Literally right now. And my condo used to be East Point. That was before she was mayor. Okay. So y'all, wherever we go, here's my point. Wherever we go, there we are. I don't care if you're in East Point, you're in London, you're in Berkeley, New York, New Orleans, Chicago, Chi-Town. Look, I can't even do it. It's like you got to do. It's a certain way you do the C. You got to do it like with your hand. I can't do it. My baby can do it. I can't do it. Florida, whatever island your people came from. You know what I'm saying? North, Central, South America. I went to Ecuador. I went there, and there's people, Venezuela. And it costed me. I love y'all because y'all know what accosted means. Because we're brilliant here. And they literally ran up on me and they were like, oh my God, you look like my grandmother. You look like my daughter. I swear to God. People on the street. When I went to Africa, I went to South Africa. I went to Eswatini in some places in South Africa. Okay, Zimbabwe. Okay, cool. They were like, hey, what's going on? What you got going on? When I went to Central and South America, when I went to Costa Rica and Ecuador and Venezuela and all these places, they were like, come on, family. Happened to me in Panama, Desta said. Listen, they're like, you look like my niece and my grandmother and my cousin and my daughter. Baby, we're from here. This is all I'm trying to tell you. We're from here. It's fine. It's fine. It actually doesn't matter except for the fact that they are on a mission to make you stateless. They want you to not have a home. They want you to not have a place to go, a place to call your own. And whether that's in your personal life or in your collective life, somebody is on a mission to make it where you don't have a place. Y'all, why are we doing this today? You don't have a place to call your own. You don't have a place to be like, I said what I said. Because listen, you can do what you want to do, but what you're not going to do is play in my face because I said what I said. And I'm from here and the end. So you got somebody in your family. You got somebody in your inner circle. You got somebody on your team. You got somebody who doesn't believe in you, who's not locked in with you, who does not support you, who does not see what you see, who's not in here for the vision, for the work. What you do, when you answered the call, when intuition said, this is what we need to do, and you were like, yeah, no. You know what? Oh my God. It's a lot, but also I'm finna answer this call, this freaking call. I'm finna answer it. And you did it anyway. And now everybody got a problem with that. Everybody got something to say. Now, How do they qualify to speak? When the ancestors have spoken, when spirit has spoken, when the water has spoken. Makai said they don't. When somebody said, you can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. You can do all of that. But what you're not going to do is play in my face. The ancestors called me here. Something in my dreams, in my spirit, in my soul called me to do what I'm doing. I quit my job. I stepped outside. I decided I'm going to do this because I know this is what I'm supposed to do. Period. End of sentence, end of paragraph, end of essay. You get an A. So you did that. And now somebody got the audacity to have a problem with you siding with the ancestors. What are we talking about? Y'all. Let me go back in my comments. Who y'all say I sound like? Eartha Kitt. Listen, I can't find the accent. I can't find the James Earl Jones because James Earl Jones, Diane Carroll, these are the two people. I literally want to make a whole playlist for them and just put him, Aretha Franklin too, and put it in my playlist and just like all day, every day, just listen to their, because they weren't trying to be pretentious at all. This happened to me one time. It only happened to me one time. But somebody called me on my phone, like some kind of referral. This is like 10 years ago or something. And they called me like, oh yeah, such said I need to talk to you, and blah, blah, blah. And so he's talking for like 20 minutes. He's talking about what they doing, And when they get through talking, I was like, okay. I don't know what I said. But whatever I said, he was like, where are you from? You from London? Listen, I need you to understand there's a way to speak the English language. It's so Southern that it's actually, it sounds like you're from somewhere. This is what Diane Carroll used to do. This is what, James Earl Jones used to do. And it doesn't matter. My point is, y'all, we don't have time to play. And we don't have time to let somebody play in our face about who we are, where we're from, and what we're worth. So on today, as we end this session, I will be your notification. I will let you know what's going on and what's not going on and what's happening. If I get a notification, you get a notification. If I get some energy, you get the energy. And outside of that, I'm going to teach you everything I know from all my billionaire mentors. Thank you, Micaiah. We appreciate you. Appreciate you too. So we can be all right. Is that okay? So any questions before we go? I'm sorry, not sorry. It's a lot, but Okay.
Thank you so much. I've been working
Thank y'all.
I've been working on my I'm here at a family get together.
Oh,
But
good.
I've been working on all
You're
of
so
the
pretty. Look
rebuttals.
at you.
Thank you. I've been working on all of the rebuttals that I have
Yes.
in
Okay.
terms of
Let's talk about
what they may
those.
say.
Let's talk about that. Absolutely.
Okay, let me see. I have something I wanted to ask you
Please
about
do.
here real quickly here as I go through some of these. When it says, let me just make sure I have it available. When it says, let's see. What specifically changed for you? So I said, let me tell you exactly where the Lady Academy came from, because it didn't come from a curriculum.
Mhm.
It came from a conviction.
Okay.
I wrote a book, The Lady Academy, a guided interactive journal on becoming a lady. And in writing it, I kept noticing something that nobody was talking about openly enough: the disconnect between Black men and Black women, the misunderstanding, the wounds, the walls. And I realized that so much of it was rooted in how we were raised, what we were taught it meant to be a lady and what we were expected to carry and what we were never given permission to put down. So I took the prompt questions straight from the book and built a curated sacred space around them, a space centered on self-accountability and self-awareness as the starting point, not as judgment, but as the doorway to freedom. And it goes on and on and on. But then how long until you see the first result? Here's what I love about this question, because most programs make you wait weeks or months to feel something. Lady Academy is different. Your first visible result happens the same day inside the workshop, not when you get home, not after you've journaled for 30 days, in the room. You'll feel it when you write that letter. You'll feel it when you walk the runway and your posture changes before you even realize it. And then I went into why does this work when other things haven't? Because everything else you tried was working on the branches. Lady Academy works on the root. And then it says, what do I guarantee? Here's my promise to you. If you show up fully, openly, and willingly, you'll leave the Lady Academy different than you arrived, not just inspired, but different. And then it goes into the one step, the one next step. So here's what I want you to do right now. Just one thing. Secure your seat. That's it. One decision, one step. The moment you register for the Lady Academy, you'll receive your welcome packet immediately with your workshop date, what to bring, what to wear, and a short journaling prompt to start preparing your heart before you even walk through the door. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to be ready. You just have to be willing. And the fact that you're still on this call with me tells me you are. So, are we getting you registered today?
Come on. I know you feel that. I know you feel that.
I do.
There's no reason why. I mean, listen, your people gonna sign up for that.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
so bad.
Apologize for the background noise.
I'm so done. I'm done with you. I'm done. But you look great. Where you at? You outside?
I'm at my brother's birthday celebration, a family get together.
Well, tell everybody, hey, is Asha out there?
No, Asha didn't make it this time. She had some business to take care of, so she stayed back.
Well, hug somebody for me on my behalf.
Okay, this is my brother Ira. He just
Hey,
turned 46.
Happy birthday. Is it a birthday?
She said happy birthday.
Happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Resurrection Weekend. All the things. Come on. Y'all better turn up.
Thank you. Thank you so
Love
much.
you. Thank you so much.
That.
Okay. Anybody else? Before we go, y'all, on today, listen. On today. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Look, that's to know all the hip hop things. I don't know what to say, but all I know is I said what I said, and I'm standing on business right now. But I'm gonna give y'all 90 seconds before we bounce. If you want to come off of mute and say something. All right.
Love it here.
Hey, girl. Hey. Okay.
I just say I love it here.
Right? I love it here. Do you love it here? I love it here. I actually love it here because we're going to win. So I decided, this is one thing I decided. I'm going to have I did my Bon Voyage party when I was moving to Switzerland in June of 2023. Somebody in the dollhouse was there. We'll talk about it Thursday. But we're going to have a party. This will be our Making the Bank and all the other things in June of this year at the Madam C.J. Walker Museum. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Because we can. Why not? Because we can. But I'll say this and we're finna go. Okay. I say it to myself literally every day. Thank you, Micaiah. We can and we should. Okay. I'm going to say it to y'all and we're finna go. I promise you, I got so much structure. We're going to figure out how to make a free offer versus the core offer and all of that. So join me on tomorrow. We're also going to plan our week for the next week and get your elephant diet together. 2:00. If you ain't got nothing else to do, I'll see you at 2:00. Anyway, here we go. The world won't get no better if we all just let it be. I said the world won't get no better. Change is up to you and me. So be the change. Get off your assets. Move excuses out your way. And if procrastination is your dragon, you must slay. I gotta go. We out. Pew!